Growing up as a young girl on the farm, I was with my dad at his side at all times. If he was in the field mowing hay, I was in the field mowing hay. We were together all the time. I think I stayed in farming because it was my dad who pushed me and made me feel it was just part of my background. I started working with Dad, when I was young. I was probably 7 or 8, going out and helping him. My biggest thing was always the cows. The baby calves, that was always the highlight. After I got married and I moved to this farm with my husband, I wanted that agricultural background in me to come out in me more, and I do help a lot on the farm. I do want this agriculture business to continue. I treat my kids as I was treated growing up. I push the farming aspect quite a bit. My husband does too. He was very active in FFA. I was active in 4-H. So you put them two together, you're going to try to push your kids. I never cooked with my mom, and I hate cooking now. I don't like it. I would rather be outside working with the cows, doing anything outside related that I don't have to come in and cook. My favorite season on the farm is calving. It always has been. Watching a cow give birth to a newborn calf. The birthing part of it is just amazing that you can transform that and you can go from 0 one day to 500 in a month and have a lot of them running around. When you put them out to pasture, you look for them and you make sure they're doing good. But you do always have the tribulations of losing some, and I take it really hard when we do lose some, but it's part of life. You can't save them all. You try. Having 3 daughters, I'm really excited that one of them did go into the agricultural business. That was kind of a shock to me, that she wanted to go to college and do that. And I'm glad she did. I'm so glad she did.
I just graduated college in April, and I am back on the farm where I help my dad out, and I also took a job in Napoleon as a bookkeeper at a law firm where I work 20 hours right now there a week, and I also sell Ray hybrid seeds on the side. When I started growing up, I was with my dad and my grandpa a lot. Being the oldest of the family, I was always outside, and my family likes to push agricultural, so we were never really in the house sitting around or watching TV. There's always something to do. And my dad started pushing me to work on equipment and work more outside, which threw me to the farming aspect. And my getting up where I'm 19 now, my grandpas are starting to retire, and they're the ones that asked me before I graduated high school, if you're really going to go into this, we'd like to talk and try to help you out if you want to stick with agriculture. And that's what drove me the most. I never really was interested in anything else in high school, more driven towards the farming aspect or the bookkeeping aspect of it. The assets that have to be put into farming, I don't know if I see myself by myself in the future. I see myself staying with my dad and possibly marrying a farmer myself to start our own family on our farm and push farming. But I do definitely see me staying with my dad, working with my dad, sharing equipment. That way I don't have to take all the assets on myself. We can just help each other back and forth. The number one technology thing that gets used the most on the farm is our cell phones. If you break down or if you need something, you call right away. You don't go run after them to find them. The other farming thing that we use the most is GPS and the tractors. That gets used in every single tractor we have, every equipment, it all gets used GPS. It's the simplest thing to do. I can't imagine not using GPS back in the days. I do like cows a lot. I have about 40 cows of my own, so I'm out there a lot with the cows. My mom is a lot more into calving than I am. We take shifts checking cattle. I'll do the night shifts, and my parents do during the day shifts. But I'm definitely out there helping if anything goes wrong or if we need help with a calf or feeding. I feed every morning with my dad. When I was thinking about my future, I want to farm, but if I get married to a farmer, obviously times are tough right now, and you aren't both going to make it farming strictly. So coming back to Napoleon, there are some places you could get jobs as an accountant, and I was just happy enough to find one. So I just kind of stepped my foot into there, and hopefully it keeps growing from there.
Production funding is provided by the Tri-County Tourism Alliance. The Opp Mertz family. The NDSU Library's Germans from Russia Heritage Collection. McIntosh County Bank. The Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4, 2008. And by the members of Prairie Public.